Okay, so this time I'm just going to talk to you real quick about some videos that I've been watching. Vixen from DC comes in a slipcase that serves absolutely zero purpose. But this was an animated, almost a series on CW Seed, which is an online network from CW, which has the Flash, Arrow, stuff like that. And this looks at the hero Vixen. And what this movie does is it collects all of the episodes that were released previously and adds in the, I guess, missing scenes from in between the episodes to create something that's a little over an hour now. And if you like the CW Flash Arrow television series, which I do, then this is definitely something that is worth looking into. It's definitely different. The animation is not... well, it was originally an online animated series, so it's not, the best animation, but it's still a really good story. And it ties in with the CW shows. So there's that. Slipcases that are actually worth something. The Pink Panther film collection houses both the Blu-ray box and this booklet, which does not fit in the Blu-ray case because it's just a little too big. And you want the booklet. You want to keep the booklet because it's actually got stuff in there that if you are a fan of the Pink Panther series, you want this. This includes 6 films that star Peter Sellers as Inspector Clouseau. It does not include all of the Pink Panther movies. And I'm discounting the 2 Pink Panther films that starred Steve Martin. So, we have the first one, The Pink Panther from 1963. We have A Shot in the Dark from 1964. And I believe this is the first time it has appeared on Blu-ray. It does not include Inspector Clouseau, the movie Inspector Clouseau from 1965. It was the only film in the franchise that was not directed by Blake Edwards, directed by Bud Yorkin. And it starred Alan Arkin as Inspector Clouseau. I've seen the film once, and I would really like... It's an official chapter in this film series, so I would really like to have seen that included in here. Let's see, it would be another 10 years before we got another Pink Panther movie. Return of the Pink Panther is in here. The Pink Panther Strikes Again from 1976 is in here. Revenge of the Pink Panther from 1978 is in here. And then the film where Peter Sellers died as production started, Trail of the Pink Panther from 1982 is also in here. All of these are on Blu-ray, some of these for the very first time. Also not included, disappointingly, is Curse of the Pink Panther from 1983, which starred Ted Wass as a bumbling New York City detective on the trail of Clouseau, who was portrayed by Roger Moore as Clouseau after plastic surgery. Granted, Trail of the Pink Panther and Curse of the Pink Panther from 82 and 83 are not the best ways to leave a franchise. And I can understand why they would leave Curse of the Pink Panther off, but they should have included it. And really disappointing is Son of the Pink Panther from 1993, which starred Roberto Benigni as Inspector Clouseau's son, which is an absolutely fantastic way to have sent off this whole series. So there's 9 films in all, 6 of which are included in this collection. So while it's disappointing that not everything is in here, what we get is absolutely fantastic. There are a lot of great special features. Audio commentary, stills, especially on the first movie, Pink Panther. There's a bunch of featurettes and such. I think if you are a fan of Peter Sellers in any way, shape, or form, then you absolutely need to pick this up. So definitely worth the price of admission. Definitely. I've got these 2 Digimon Adventure Tri movies, and there's a third one that's about to be released. So I remember watching Digimon with my oldest son when it was first broadcast. Obviously, it was a kind of a ripoff of Pokemon, but it was done really well. The first 2 seasons were really good, and then the third season sort of treated the first 2 seasons as if it was a TV show, and the third season was what was really happening. Digital monsters, you sort of a cross between Pokemon and Tron. You launch yourself into the digital world. You have these creatures which can digivolve. Anyway, so many years later, after those first 2 seasons, we get to revisit. It's been like, what, 20? Not quite 20 years since that show aired. But it treats, these pick up the story 6, 7 years later. Yeah, it says 6 years later. So I've watched these 2, and it actually does a pretty good job of continuing that story. I'm interested in the third one. I kind of want to reserve total judgment until I watch the third one, because I just want to see how the whole thing plays out. But so far, I'm not disappointed in how they've returned to the original Digimon series. Both of them come with the original Japanese soundtrack, if so inclined, and both of them come with little behind the scenes thing, but that's not really the main point of this. So anyway, that's what I've been watching. I'm still gearing up, bracing myself to watch Batman vs. Superman. Anyway, I'll see you next time.